What's going on, guys? It's your boy Worthy Prince coming at ya with another Infinity Kingdom video. And today, guys, I'm going to be giving you a summary pretty much of how the first KVK went inside Infinity Kingdom. Now it's actually coming to a close. Now something that's a lot different with this KVK compared to like Lord's Mobile, for example, that as you know I play, is the fact that this KVK doesn't last 24 hours. This KVK lasted like a whole month, which is absolutely insane. But actually was really interesting, and a lot of action and stuff was going on. Plus it put more than like just a couple of servers up against each other. You can see here at the bottom it says seasonal group. You can see there's 8 servers going against each other on this, so potentially it had like the makings of what could be quite a fun experience. Now I did post a video a few weeks ago about, you know, the KVK and all the details around it. But this was the first time actually playing it, so I just want to basically show you what happened during it. Now if we go into the actual battlefield, you can see I'm there now, and what's different with this KVK is it doesn't actually take part in the kingdom you're in. It takes you basically teleport to a whole new kingdom, which is this. Check it out, the Frozen Realm, which is like north of, you know, where your actual server is. So all of the castles, all the cities that you currently hold in your home server, you still have those, and you still got all those boosts. And when you come to the KVK server in the Frozen Realm, you have the opportunity to gain a whole bunch more boosts and stuff and prizes, etc. for doing, or for capturing these during the KVK. Now, as I said, when this first started, there were 8 different servers on this map. I'm going to show you exactly how that kind of like was situated. If I go to here, yeah, you can see here, if I click this one down, let's go to number 2. This one is ours, and you can see server 23 on the right hand side. At the time it started, pirates were the holders, like the king overlord of the kingdom, so it says the pirates there. And you can see that we were number 7, so that was our area where we started. And you can see these other servers, 21, 22, 20, 17, 18, 19, etc., 24, had their own starting points. So we all had our own starting points. The idea, of course, is to take as many cities as you can in your area and then attack the gates to expand into the other servers' territories and fight them for those cities and take them. That's the idea, right? Expand and conquer. So you can see why this takes not just one day, it's spread over like a month. And then once the outside cities are taken and kind of like the power struggle has come to an end, you start moving inwards towards the inside cities. Now, gaining allies is definitely something you want to do when you play this KVK event. And what we did in server 23 is we went ahead and made allies with, I think it was server 21. I think, yeah, server 21 is who we became allies with. All right. And so between us and server 21, we went ahead and started to dominate as many of these other servers as we could, until it got down to a point where it was just us 2 left, and then we basically would go for a fight between each other for the middle city, which is the main capital of the KVK area. You'll get that and you hold that and you win, basically. So that was kind of the plan, and for the most part, as you can see from this map, it kind of went to plan. If we scroll out, you can see that faction number 23 is us, yellow, that's our server. We control half the map, and the other half of the map is controlled by our allies, which was server 21. And you can see our faction power between each other is almost identical. We have pretty much the same amount of cities, albeit server 21 does have a few more gates than us. You can see the other servers have been absolutely annihilated, completely smashed out, holding nothing other than one city, which server 19 hold at the moment. These others literally hold nothing at all. So clearly we were working together, overpowered the rest of these factions, which is really good stuff. So it came down to a fight at the end, or it came down to a decision at the end on who was going to take this. And the PRTS, the pirates in our kingdom, are the biggest alliance. They kind of made the decision that, you know what, we're just going to let server 21 take it, and that's exactly what's happened. If we go here, you can see that the main capital has been taken by server 21, and they will win this first initial KVK. Personally, I would have liked to have seen more of a fight on this. I mean, we definitely have got some big swingers in our server, as well as they have, so it would have been nice to have seen more of a fight going on for this, to see who would actually claim victory. But from what I've been told, there was really no major fight going on at this city at the end. It was kind of made a decision that they would win. But I'm hoping that in KVKs to come, we will see more of a fight for this middle ground city for the to claim victory. I'm not one of the biggest players here, I'm like one of the main leads here, so I don't really get the chance to make a decision as to whether or not we go for that or not. I just follow what my alliance leadership decides to go with. But yeah, that's basically how this is panned out at the moment. Now, something that is really important is the strategy in which you use to actually claim a lot of the territory that you've got. I mean, TWK, our guild here, we claimed a lot of these territories, and I can show you what territories we have. If I go to inside my castle, or to my castle, go down to alliance, you can see here we got a territory. Now I can see my Norheim territories. These are the territories which I hold just in our main map. Okay, but like I said, the KVK map is different. We go to Frozen Realm territory, and these are all the territories which we do hold in the KVK land, which is pretty good stuff. We own quite a few, 5 checkpoints, 10 cities, 15 in total. And the good thing about holding these is they give you prizes every so many hours. You can see this level 8 city here, Graham. Let's go to this one. Okay, so this is the city that we currently hold. If we click on this, you can see that after every so many minutes or hours, we're going to get 80,000 gold. So you'll log on and you'll notice you have a bunch of prizes that you can claim, which is pretty good. The more cities you hold as an alliance, the more prizes you can get. Plus, you get bonuses like gathering in Graham is increased, which is quite nice too, and other cities have other boosts, etc. So as you can see, we have a whole bunch, which is really, really good. Look at all these prizes. Rewards given in 48 minutes. You can see I'm going to get a whole bunch of healing speed, speed ups, boosts, gold. I mean, this is good. This is really good prizes to be getting. You use these a lot. So yeah, I'm really, really liking all the prizes you get. Obviously, these gates down here don't give you any prizes, but the prizes you get from the cities are pretty darn good. Actually really, really liking that. Gathering speed increased in all those areas as well, which is really important. You need to gather so much in this KVK. My biggest advice for you, if you're taking your alliance into the KVK, is just gather, because you need to build these thermal towers, and they take a lot of alliance resources. As you know, when you gather in this frozen land, a percentage of it goes to the alliance resources and a percentage of it you get to keep. And as you can see, we've built 112 thermal towers, which is what you need to build to heat up an area, so you can maintain your prosperity and hunt gnomes and gather faster, or hunt gnomes more effectively anyway, because in the frozen lands it's harder to kill them and you gather a lot slower. So you need to be gathering quickly, which is why this definitely does help. Plus it gives you vision, so if anyone teleports, an enemy teleports into your area, you're going to be able to see it. So it's got a strategy behind doing it as well. Bear in mind, these do take a few hours to construct once you start constructing them, and you do need to make sure you get your alliance to help construct them too, by sending peeps in there. You can see if we click on construct here, you can see, oh no, I'm not going to send my troops there, sorry. If we hit check, you can see there's a bunch of people inside this one now trying to help this one get built. They take about 6 hours if you just use the standard resources. However, you can spend double the amount of resources and make it construct in half the time. But again, you might not want to do that initially, because you're going to need a lot of resources in the starting points. If we go to the map, you can see how our journey started. So if we go over to the right here, you can see we started over here. If I show the Alliance thermal towers, you can see here, you know, where we've gone ahead and built them. So we started right over here on the Sterner Cliff on the right hand side, and you can see the pathways we took. This city down here was held by one of our alliances. We built a line of thermal towers down so we could connect the two cities, because you know, the other guilds that are in our kingdom that are part of server 23 share our vision. So, you know, they can see what we can see on our thermal towers. They can teleport in those areas. They can maintain their prosperity, etc. So, you know, that's why we connected that city to that one. But you can see the journey we took. We knew we weren't going to be strong enough to potentially to compete with some of the bigger fights, but we've definitely done our part. We went up to the top here and took out the first server that was up here. I think Pirates and one of the alliances from server 21 came down to the south here and took out, I think FFA as well from our kingdom came down south and took out the alliances from down here, the servers down here. So I think in a very short period of time, within the first week or two, between server 23 and server 21, we managed to wipe out the other servers and literally take full control of the map. Okay, so we're talking about going into different areas of the map, and this is literally what you have to do. Now, when you start off, you're going to have your own area, which I showed you the starting points, and in that area you can start building furnaces, you can start taking the cities when the shields drop, but eventually you're going to want to spread your wings, go a bit further across the map, and start attacking the enemy servers and their cities and their castles, etc. But to do that, and to be able to expand, you're going to need to take out these walls. Now, I did miss the first few weeks of KVK, so unfortunately I didn't get none of the initial wall attacks, which is kind of sad, and hopefully next time I'll be able to bring you that content as soon as we start doing it, and I'll be more involved in it. But I wanted to show you the mechanics on how it works. So you basically just go up to this wall and start whacking it to take down the HP. And then when the HP's gone, there's going to be a garrison that appears. Now, unlike the cities, it's only going to be one space where the garrison is, but the NPCs are going to have like 150 to 160 garrisons situated inside that wall. There's quite a lot. So when you go over and attack the wall, you won't be doing it like you see me doing it right now on my own, or with little Ranibus here that's come over to help me. You're going to go over to this wall with your whole alliance and very quickly take down the HP, and then absolutely annihilate the garrisons inside until you own that wall, or that gate, should I say. The gate will open, and then you can start teleporting to the other side of it and sending your troops in, etc., and start expanding your area. But as I said, this was just me doing it, and currently SMRF hold the gate. Now, I was hoping to be able to just take it, but as you can see, they didn't want to make it easy for me. So you can see right now I've got the HP down to 75,000, but one of the big SMRF players decided that even with only 3.5 hours left of a 1 month KVK, and this gate being right deep within our territory and no real significance for them, decided that they weren't going to let me just take it, which is always nice. You can see he ported over and killed little Ranibus. Ranibus has been force teleported, and he then decided to go ahead and garrison this wall. Now that's a big problem for me, because with this gate garrisoned by him, I'm not going to be able to just take the HP down because I'm hitting his garrison, and as you can see, I'm losing. He does have a full holy team maxed out, and way stronger than my march, so I could take him out, but it takes like 4 or 5 hits to take him out, and by the time I do it, he just replaces it with more troops. So I was really struggling at this point to take the HP down any further, but what we did do is Monet ported over, as you can see, and there's now 2 of us here. And so I decided that, okay, maybe I can't take your march out and take out the wall. Thank you for stopping me do that. Let's just rally your castle instead. So hopefully I can send Memphis back to SMRF in flames. I mean, and to me, that will be a great victory. So I got myself a bit of action in this KVK after all. Here comes the rally from myself and Monet. Just 2 of us going up against him. Luckily, his holy march was in the gate, and he had his weaker march in his garrison, and we managed to burn him. So eat that, Memphis. I hope you enjoyed the flames, and we burned him up. So that was pretty good. I actually enjoyed that. Now, he maybe didn't think he was going to burn. I don't know. But you can see he pulls his main holy march out of the wall now and brings it back to his castle. So he's going to garrison with his strong march, and he's put his weaker march in the wall. Now I'm going to try and take advantage of that and attack this gate with his weaker march in to see if I can knock that HP down a bit more. Currently at 47,000. It ain't going to take much more to kill it if I can kill his march. Only a minute left on the wall. So I'm going in with the attacks right now. Now, Monet can't help me because Monet's actually been doing KVK for the last month and has run out of AP, most of his troops and everything. So he's not in a position to be unshielding and attacking. Otherwise, I'm sure he would have helped me here. Instead, I'm going to try and do this myself. You might also notice I have opened up one of my tier 5, my Royal Bowman, but I'm going to be doing a separate video talking about tier 5, how to open them, when to open them, and show you how my progress has been. But we'll do a separate video on that one, guys. As you can see, I'm sending all my marches in now because I did manage to defeat his march, but he is instantly sending another march in. I get it down to 29 million HP, almost there, look. But with 20 seconds left, and he's just put a new march in there. Unfortunately, I ain't going to have enough time to claim this gate, and he does manage to take it. So it was a shame. I was looking forward to trying to get a gate, but end of the day, we had a little fight, and I managed to rally him and burn him. I did go to rally him again, but he knew what was coming, so he pulled his march straight out of that gate. And by the time Monet could send the troops to me, here they come. He's already got his Holy March back in his castle and is re-garrisoning up. So this time we're going to be going slap bang into his main march. And he is going to hold this time when we get a loss. So we couldn't burn him a second time, unfortunately. He gets the victory. He then decided to burn my castle with loads of solos. Here he comes and force teleported me out of there. And there was no point me trying to defend against his marches because they're way too strong. So I let him port me out. And that was the end of my little bit of fun, this KVK. Yeah, so as you can see, close but no cigar on that one. But one thing also to mention here is you've got some challenges you need to do. There's the Legion Chronicle, which you start off at the beginning. You know, everyone has to hunt gnomes in the whole server, and then you get prizes. And this is kind of like the path in which the whole like KVK takes. And as you go through, you're going to see different things open up as you progress. Different cities are going to unshield as you progress, and prizes are going to become available, etc. And as you can see, we're right near the end here for it to be finished. Now the other thing as well is you do have challenges for you to complete. So you've got personal challenges for you to complete. As you can see, I didn't get many of them done. I got a few done here, but also alliance challenges as well, which you can work at with each other. So there are prizes for you to claim on personal and alliance levels there. But all in all, quite an engaging event. There is lots of fighting that does take place, especially when you're fighting over cities, etc. The stronghold, the walls are really crazy to attack, especially in the beginning stages when you're first opening them up, because there's a lot of NPC garrisons in there, etc. So they can be quite fun to attack. I was away for the first couple of weeks of KVK, so I didn't actually get that footage recorded, but I definitely will be more involved in the next one that comes up. But overall, really team-based and quite engaging, and a lot of fun to play. So I'll definitely be bringing you some more KVK content when the next one comes around. I'm looking forward to playing it. Looking forward to playing it indeed. Anyway, guys, that's going to be the end of this video for today. I hope you did enjoy it. Don't forget to smash the like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any more Infinity Kingdom content as I post it. But I'm going to catch you in the next one. But until then, stay safe, everyone. And of course, peace out.